Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I am not going to start the stream with the countdown. I'm just gonna start because there's no point of waiting. Okay, so we are live. I just need to share all of this. Where's my Discord? We are officially live, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Just need to prepare for the chat. I'll bring you right here. Hello, world. Is it working? It is working. Nice. Let's go to Twitch. Where's my Twitch? Where's the chat? Pop out chat. There's the chat. Pop out chat. There's the chat. Hold on, it's echoing. Let me try on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. Is it working? It is working. Awesome. There we go. We are officially live. Okay. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to work on my project. And while I'm working, I might as well just do live. Because why not? At least I hit two birds with one stone. I'm working and I'm working. Because I need to make sure that all of my portfolios are broadcasted. Because right now I'm just sending application to job post aimlessly. I'm not really updating. Where's my phone? I haven't really updated my CV. So there's that. So I've decided to take a moment and just look at my projects and update them. And that's why we are live as well. Okay. So without further ado, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm just gonna lock in on this project. I'm going to open my other window. Where is it? I think it's this one. Okay. So I've been working with Figma since yesterday. I mean, I've had this before. I just made some changes to it. So I added new components and just overlays, and I've been working on this for quite some time, and this is my new website. It's a very simple one. I also updated this one because it's quite buggy on phone. And when you click it, it's basically jumping everywhere. And I didn't like that, so right now it's fixed, which is great. Now I just need to update this button, some of the components like the stacks here, I need to implement the thing I have implemented here or I created here in the in Figma. So I made this and it's responsive, but it's not fully responsive and it's broken. Now I just need to make sure that the grid expands when I change the container, the width of the container. So that's what we're going to do. We're just gonna make sure that the auto layout is working. Just like that. And it should be the width should be maximum. No, remove max width. It should be not fixed width but fill container. There we go. And I also need to update the thing inside of the stacks, all of these components. We gotta make sure that they are hugging each other. So how do we do that? I'm not really a senior Figma developer, but I've used this in the past. So I think I'll manage. I think it's the gap as well. Yeah. There we go. It shouldn't be too big. We just need to make sure that the whole thing kind of like expands. But this is wrong. It shouldn't be auto. It should be just 40. Ooh. Maybe it's here. No. Not like that. Maybe this is the time I should start asking Google about this. Okay, let's try. Figma content width maximize.
Over there anyhow. So let's move to Figma and start learning. Okay, so you can see this is just 3 buttons. These are all components. And you can see if I select them, there's nothing over here. Auto layout has not been added. So you can see over here just the alignment options. So I'm going to select all of them, Shift A to create an auto layout frame over here on the right side or left side. So right now I'm going to click over here, and if I grab it over here and try to move and really help you, it stop frame or we're going to go below that, and you can see this is a tux wrap in some. So let's try to set it to like 300. Oops, let's use max height. So this is, so now is a really
That's not what I'm looking for. Figma max width.
Hi friends, Mickey from Figma here with another Figma tip. Today let's talk about auto layout min and max values and how to use them. So let's go. First thing you'll notice is I have a UI card width and I decrease it. You can do white. I'm going to command click on its padding, control click if you're on Windows, set that padding overall to let's just 20. Let's visually represented on the canvas. I'm going to press enter so it's selecting fill container.
Oh, there you go.
Set their horizontal resizing to fill container.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So all of this should have a fill container. There we go. But now the problem is it just go all the way in one line, which is not what we want. So we gotta make sure. Okay, I think it's more here now. But it needs to maximize. Maybe this is supposed to be a no, it's supposed to be a fill container because what I did here is also fill. It's also fill. So this is right. Hold on. No. No. I think this is correct. The problem is the wrapping. No. Right here, we should have a grid layout. Can't be that. That's padding. Hold on. Let's go back here.
Now you'll notice that when I decrease or when I increase the size, it's hitting those mins and max. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this field that I have right here. I'm going to give it a max height. So here for this, I'm going to click on height. I'm going to add a max.
Ah, okay. I think I got it now. I need to set up a minimum width, which is supposed to be 351. Right? Oh no, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be 1081. There we go. And now we should be good. There we go. And next, we want to add like a maximum, right? The maximum width should be like 100%. Oh, Sorry. Is there like container here? Well, I'm coding it. I need to implement it here. I'm just setting it up. Honestly, I don't have to. I'm just learning Figma at this point because I kind of forgot how to do it. I think it's good. And now the layout doesn't make any sense, so I need to move it here. No, not there. There we go. And the height. I think it's fine. Yeah. That's the maximum width. So that means I need to also set this up like that. No, honestly, I need to make a frame for these two. Like that. And then the gap between these two should be small. Like that. 36. Icon and title. And since they are already a frame, now I can just, yeah, it should be good. There you go. Hello, Gab. Welcome. And I just need to apply the same thing for all of this. This is gonna be tedious. Should have done this. Okay, for you, I need to make sure that you are just turn back to the previous width. Just like that. You shift A and the gap is 35. It's supposed to be 35, not 36. 35. And you, I will call you icon and title. I'll do the same thing for this one. Shift A, just like that. For you, Shift A, icon and title. For you, Shift A, icon and title. For you, Shift A, icon and title. New, Shift A. I could honestly add another one here to make it more equal. So we can add a new content. This one's going to be Unity. And I'm going to look for an icon. Where's that thing? I don't think they have a Unity icon here. Probably just gonna look online. Unity PNG. Elementor to design a website? I've never heard someone use Elementor. Ah, I was thinking like the Adobe Illustrator. No, it's the WordPress thing. No, it's what you see, what you get editor. That's why it's easy. No, I need to learn. I need to learn how to code. I'm just reviewing everything. So I need to look for a logo. This is their new logo, by the way. Oh yeah, they released a new Unity 6. I haven't touched that yet. It's crazy, honestly, what happened to Unity. It used to be one of the greatest game engine, and it just bam because of this scandal. And everyone just moved to Unreal Engine. It's very sad. I used to be a big fan of them. I used to make games using Unity. But yeah, it just flopped. But I think they're coming back. They removed the charge that they're doing. I don't really remember what happened, but I think it's when you publish a game, they're charging you for it. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Looking for an icon. Okay, I think this one is great. Or this one. This one is good. Let's move you here. Then, is there any way I can crop this? No, I think it's fine. Unity. And then I will move you here. Just like that. And I don't remember the size. It's 87. So, 87, 87. Perfect. And I'll get rid of you. There you go. And you're not supposed to be super base. Supposed to be Unity. Game engine dot that flop. No, I'm kidding. Okay, this one is not good. I need to make sure that the icon is the same. It sucks. Is there any way I can like... I might need to use Photoshop. Or I can search it. Figma crop image. Why am I making my life harder? See? You can do it. I'll need to close Photoshop. I don't need you. Where's that? Add, not you. Crop. I think it's this one. No. Crop. There you go. Now what? Crop. Ah, here. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Now we just need to adjust you to the right size. 87. Perfect. There you go. Now we're talking. See? I'm a big brain. Now let's keep moving. Okay, I think that's fine. I just need to implement them. How? We gotta open VS Code. Where's my VS Code? Okay. I don't need you. I also need to set up my meta tags here, but we'll just skip that for now. I already start working on the icon list. There's another component that maybe I need to work on. Oh yeah, because I remember I was trying to make a component that I could reuse, but I don't think it's possible for this one, because I wanted to, like, inside of the grid fold component, I could use a slot, and in that slot I will use the grid fold, and then etc. And then that's basically how I'm gonna do it. But I don't think it's possible for this one, because whenever I do that, it goes to the center, which I don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to implement, I'll get rid of this, or basically I'll just get rid of this, and then I will move this to a new component. Honestly, I already have the heading title here. Am I using the heading title? Heading title, no. So I need to create a new asynchronous component. So constant heading title, and then define asynchronous, and then we just need to import the component. So it should be components heading title. There we go. Bam. And now we can just add here a new fade in section, and in here I'm going to add the heading title, just like that, with a title of the same title that I had here, which is these text. And then, do I have subtitle or description? No. Subtitle. I'm just gonna create a new prop that I use to build web apps. I think that should work. I just need to edit the heading title. Where is that? Ay, ay, ay. Making my life harder. Okay, so I have a title here. We can just create a new prop. It's going to be a string, obviously. And I don't think I need to set that as a requirement. And now, we just need to make sure that this two is the same. So here, like that. I don't think I need this, so I'll get rid of that. And for the title, should be title here. And then here should be subtitle. However, we gotta check if the subtitle is set. If it's set, then we display that. No, it's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be in the container right here, because we don't want to display that div if there's nothing inside of it. So, okay. Doing great. Things should be good. We just need to run the terminal. npm run dev. Okay, did it work? It did. It did work. So there you go. We just need to make sure that our content component is inside of a grid component. So going back here, we have a layout with a v at var, that's good. And here we're using a main with the following classes: deflex, flex column, align center. Just need to add a gap here. 16. There we go. And I think that's the reason why there was a margin Y here. So 8. No, 16. Okay. I need more. Let me check here. Do you have the section here? How much is that? Space for 1 rem? That's not a lot. So I need the fade in. Where's the fade in section? Right here. Margin top. I would say 12. I think that was 12. Yeah. Perfect. Yep. And I need to do the same thing for the bottom. There we go. But I need to get rid of the margin from this side. This one right here. Oh, no. Yeah, it's supposed to be just fade in, not hue, hero section. I'll get rid of this and just turn it to top. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's much better. Nice. Now it's just center, which I don't want. It's supposed to be on the left. So we still need to set this up. Why is it in the center though? Because display is a block. That's why. So we gotta make sure to also implement a style here. Now we're going to call, is it section? I think I need to make sure that this is scoped. Section, display, flex, and then flex direction is column. All right, because there's like 2 items, and then we need to set a gap, which is 0. Okay, that's good. And for the align items, supposed to be center, but justify content supposed to be start. With 100%. Hold on. Oh. Block. I know, I think it's fine. I don't need this. Don't need that. The reason why it's doing that, and that is because there's nothing else inside of the fade in section. The section's width is following the width of this component. That's why. So I have 2 options. It's either I set it by default as 100% or I implement the list inside of this fade in section. No, I meant like underneath of this. I create a new component for those things. No, I think I'll just make this 100%. I'll change the title of this. Title. I think it's because of this. I wish I could just do it like Tailwind. Like in Tailwind, you can do this, like font size, and you have like apply text H1, something like that. It's not the same. I have to go back here and then just look at the value of the H1. Basically something like this. So I'll do it like that. The reason why I'm doing this, that's because we're gonna set this up. Font weight, bold, and then the width is going to be 100%. It's even not working. Do we need to set it to flex? Definitely not. This is ridiculous. Okay, you know what? I'll start from scratch because this is stupid. Okay, I'll get rid of you, and then I'll set a background color here. Aqua. Okay, so there's nothing in there because there's nothing inside. But now, if I add something like hello world, there we go. So do I need to create another div with the width, with the style, width, 100%. Hello world. Same thing. Minimum width 100%. Or maybe because of this. Huh. Is ridiculous. So the container is not following the... There's something going on in this container. Minimum width. Like that. Why is it not doing that? I just want you to do like that. Oh my. So which one is that? So if that works there, can I do it here? 100%. It doesn't work here. I need to do it in the parent. Okay, gotcha. At least I know now where it is. Need to make sure that your minimum width is fit content. No, I just need to make sure it's 100%. Like that. There we go. That was stupid. I hate it. But now it's doing that, so I need to make sure that there is a maximum. I did this before. I already have a condition for this. Right here. I just need to follow that. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, I did it here. There's a maximum width. Was it not working? Okay, there we go. That's much better. So I don't need the minimum width. I just need to make sure that the width is 100%. There we go. Now we're talking. You can be a kisses. You can be a dumbass. You pretty is you. You pretty is you. Okay, now I just need to turn it back to where it was before. Oh no, did I? There we go. But now this thing is not aligned because I want this to be aligned. But is your brain in your butt? No. You can be a kiss ass. You can be a smart ass. Your pretty is you. Okay, there you go. I need to get rid of that padding. Oh, Marcus. Thanks for passing by. If you watch this later, hi. Thanks for joining and for liking, of course. See you later. Okay. At least I managed to fix that. We need to get rid of the padding left. Actually, I need to get rid of the padding. The whole padding. Honestly, don't need that. Where's the grid fold? All of this. Like that. But is your brain in your butt? No. I guess I just need to go back to the fade in section and make sure that this is 16, because I got rid of the whole padding. There we go. That's much better. But is your brain in your butt? No. You can be a kiss ass. You can be a dumbass. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Okay, now we're moving. Now we are moving forward. I like that. But I am developing this in a desktop. I'm not checking the mobile. Yeah, I need to fix this thing right here. Honestly, should not add a margin top here. And for this thing right here, why is it bold? It's because of this. Right? Yeah. Font weight bold. So we need to go to Viewtify. I can honestly just implement my own classes. I think it'll be much cleaner that way, because I'm doing inline styling. But whatever, font emphasis. Like that. So on text, what about for the font weight? I don't think it supports breakpoints. Yeah, it doesn't support breakpoints, so I need to manually set it up. Unless... I implemented like so bad. So bad. Why am I using H2 and then inside there's like span? That's so bad. Where's the hero section? This thing right here is badly designed. Go away. Come here. And then get rid of this. What am I doing? There we go. At least you're all by yourself there. And if I make it bigger, there we go. I just need to make sure that I set this up properly. So deflex, I'll just create a class here. Hero section, hero section title, and then why is it subtext? I don't know what I'm doing here. So I guess hero section subtext. And then I just need to copy this. Subtext. Put you here. Set the display. I don't think I need display flex here, honestly. I just need to use font size. No. Need to come here. And where's the font size? Here. This doesn't make any sense. Here, I'm using H2 and then I'm also implementing like a class, or I use a class text LG heading title 2. That's so bad. Damn. Bernard, you suck. You call yourself a developer. I don't think I need this. No, I need it. Copy this. Put you here. I don't need you. Set it up like that. And now it's right there. Just need to put it in the center. Text align center. There you go. And then I need to put them in a container. Both of you. Text wrapper. And then put you here. And then you here. I'll do text hero section, text wrapper, and then I'll use display flex direction column, and then align items center, and then gap. I'll do var space 7. Okay. Or maybe it's too much. It is too much. Okay. Let's do 3. It's still too much. No, it's not too much. It's just because there is a margin in here, which we need to get rid of. So let's go back here and get rid of the margins. Don't need those. And voila. We're almost there. Now I just need to make them responsive. Like if I am in the large screen, I'll make them bigger. So we're going to add media here. Hold on, let me go here, copy whatever I have in here. Set it up like that. But the thing is, you need to be here, and then I need to make them bigger. So where is that text 2? Do I have text 2 here? We need to find text H2. Ay. Never mind. Let's go here. Text H2 font size. Okay. Got it. Copy that. Put you here. There we go. Perfect. Wagwan. My back hurts. And we'll do the same thing for this one here. But let's check the breakpoints. There you go. See? It's responsive. I like that. I think for this one here, it'll be much better if body text. Hero section, body text. Copy you, paste you here, and then I'll give you a text align center. There you go. Perfect. So that it stays in the center. Are you currently employed as a developer? No, that's why we're doing this. I'm setting up my website because it was not updated. And I'm just learning stuff, just reviewing what I know. Make sure that I'm not out of touch. But I'm doing good so far. Okay, let's go back here. I need to use a different text for the other one. So I assume I'll use text H4 for that. So we'll go here. There's no class. Title. Title. There you go. You have a title. But for the title, I don't want a font weight. Hold on. You're supposed to have a bigger font weight. You is not. But now the text is kind of messy because there is no primary and secondary. So I think it's better if I kind of like want to implement like a way to change the color. No, not change the color, but change the opacity when I scroll. So if I'm here, all of their opacity is like below 0.5. But if I go here, the opacity of this is 1 or 0.95 or something, and this one is 1, and then this one is 0.75, and so on. And then as I scroll up, they fade away. Huh. I think we can do interaction. Something like that. So I'm gonna need to do some JavaScript work, like what I did for, which one is it? The fade in section. Yeah, the intersection observer. But we're gonna need some help. Is there like a way here? CSS, JavaScript, intersection, observer, opacity. I like this guy.
If you want to do fancy scroll-based animations, lazy load images, or implement
some
infinite scrolling, then you're going to need Intersection Observer. And in this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about Intersection Observer. Welcome back to Web Dev Simplified. My name is Kyle, and my job is to simplify the web for you. In this video, I'm covering everything you need to know about Intersection Observer. And on the right-hand side, you see the finished version of what we're going to create. We're going to take essentially this HTML that has a bunch of cards inside of a container. You can see we have a first card and a last card, and we're going to implement this really cool animation where they kind of come in from the right-hand side of the screen and leave at the top-hand side of the screen. And then once we get to the final card, you'll see this is our final card. We're going to infinitely scroll by constantly adding new cards to our HTML. So no matter how far we scroll, we're just always adding new cards over and over and over again. JS, the things that have always going to be an array. Target here, this first card, this is just the rectangle that defines like the top, bottom, height, and so on. Our intersecting rec, this one is going to be the amount of space that is visible on the screen of the thing that we're actually targeting. So this right now, since 100% of our thing is on the screen, this is just the same as our bounding client rect. But if only 50% of our thing was visible on the screen, this rect right here would show you the 50% of the thing that's on the screen. Finally, we have our root bounds. This is the bounds of our screen because our root is our screen by default. And then finally, we have our target down here, and this is the actual thing that we're observing. The most important properties that you're going to get from here is going to be is intersecting to see if it's on the screen or not, and target to figure out what thing they're actually targeting. So really simply, what we can do inside of this function is we can add the show class if the thing is intersecting, and we can
section observer when object is in the center of screen. See, we're still using Stack Overflow. It's not what I want though. Yeah, that's what I want. If it's in the middle. Hello, Arrow. Been a while. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. So let's aim for that missing 20%. We need to add interactivity. Okay. An interaction observer is needed to track each section, and we're going to pass the spy item callback. Any recommendations for getting an entry-level role in this cooked market? Uh, I would say do a lot of freelancing. Like, I think it's very important to have a brand of your work. That's how I would say it. I mean, even after that, I still have like issues finding a job, honestly. I mean, I'm not aiming for entry level, that's why. I could get an entry level pretty easily because I have a brand. That's the thing. I can like easily prove that I can do my work. But I'm having issues with like mid level and senior level positions. So yeah, my advice would be to build a brand. Brand is very, very a thing now. When you can prove that you can work, that you have a great project, that you have an amazing portfolio that you can show off, yeah. You've got 6 years though, right? Probably mid-level. Senior, I think it's 7, 8 years. It's still pretty tough because there's like plenty of applicants. It's hard to compete. But yeah, for entry levels, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get one. I would start finding like short projects that you can get paid. It depends on what kind of work, honestly. Because a lot of, for example, startups, they're looking for ways to save as much as possible. For small startups, small companies, yeah. So you may want to be a full stack developer. It's much easier to get a job when you're a full stack because you can do almost everything and they can save money from it. Can I ask that what should be the best approach to add a sale tag on product items on collection page? Should I use script inside theme app extension or script tag? Script tag, I don't think it's still a thing. Maybe there's still script tag API, but most of them are using extensions now. So if you want to add sale tag, like what is that, sale? Like a badge? They're trying to say sale? If you want to do that, and if you just want to do it on your single online store, might as well just do it in the theme. You don't need to make it too complicated. But if you're like developing a Shopify app for multiple online stores, then yeah, theme app extensions. Sale tag through app. Then yeah, theme app extensions. And you need to make sure that you apply it to the correct. It's a public app. Right. So yeah, theme app extension for sure. It's much easier compared to script tag. Script tag, you need to host your script somewhere. Theme app extensions, your app will take care of it. Are you based in the States or rest of the world? I'm currently based in Paris. I'm not sure how difficult it is here. Really depends. I think we're having issues with mid-level senior because most companies are like looking for senior developers with a pay of junior developers. So that's another thing. And I don't want to get paid as a junior because I have a visa to reach, like a threshold. That's what I'm trying to say. And I can't do that with an entry level pay. So I'm kind of picky when it comes to looking for a job. And honestly, sending applications right now, I'm doing bad at it because I don't want to say I'm not taking it seriously, but I'm not taking it seriously. Like I literally I just updated my CV and added my latest like work experience. I just appended it. And that's it. I just started sending it. But I didn't really update my portfolios, my websites, my projects. So that's what I'm doing now. Just making sure it's also updated. Because that's my plan. I want to show off my work. Where was I? I need to implement again a new script. So I need to put all of this, I would say. Let's copy that, save it. Where is my hero section? Right here. And I'll put it here. I don't think I can do it like that because this is not a setup. Thank you. By the way, why people are afraid of making apps in Remix? Can you make tutorials on Shopify flows, Shopify functions, and other plans features? Yeah. I have a lot of topics I need to cover. Shopify. It's just hard to write scripts. Like I want to make sure that it's fun to watch at the same time. I was writing a script earlier about tips how to become a Shopify developer in 2025. I started working on that. But yeah, I can make tutorials on those for sure. It's just I'm a bit too busy right now with this whole thing and my personal projects. So I'm kind of lacking of time at the moment. But for sure, I'll definitely keep that in mind. Thanks, Arrow. Science fiction birth rate. What is that? Go away. How do I get rid of this thing? Ban. 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 You're banned. Do not go to that link. You're banned. Okay. Great questions though. Thanks guys. Appreciate it. This is not a... This is an option API. It's weird that there's no... Huh? This whole thing doesn't make any sense for me. Am I inside of... Ah, I am inside of a setup. I thought the closing tag of this is this. There you go. It's like looking at it. Are you designing your portfolio site right now? Yeah. Just working on it. Because there's a lot of like issues. And I'm making it look good. You know, why am I not using... Why am I being dumb? ChatGPT. Make this into composition API view. It is a composition API. Am I? No, hold on. Stop. The script tag is setup. There you go. Just need to copy this. Making my life harder. Don't you have Copilot? I'm using it with my student card using Student Developer Pack. I do have Copilot. I don't know why it's not working, honestly. It's right here. Oh, where is it now? It's gone. Where's my Copilot? Extensions. Here. It was here. How do I... Settings. Ah, it was disabled. Why is it disabled? Okay, should it work now? If I do this. I'll put you here. Let's do this. There we go. I do have a Copilot. Why is it disabled? I was so dumb. Ah, it makes sense because when I'm developing or when I'm creating a lesson, for example, I don't use Copilot because I need to make sure that I'm writing my codes. Yeah. So now let's just activate that and work properly. Am I right? Let's do this. Unmounted observer, new intersections observer entries. For each entry, we're not gonna do is visible, but rather console.log the entry. Thank you. There you go. Now we have Copilot. It's doing its thing. Okay. And I have a root margin. That's right. We need to follow the thing that we were using earlier, this one. So I need to put that root margin here. I don't think I need the threshold. Use Control or Command I for using Copilot. To ask questions, right? Yeah, but that's the thing I'm learning. I need to like read and not rely on AI a lot. I need to use my instinct, my logical skills to solve the problems that I'm having. It was just that moment. Like, I honestly can't be bothered implementing the intersection observer. It's ridiculous. Especially Vue.js have different like options API and then composition API, which doesn't make any sense why there's two. It's confusing. The invisible line created by the negative margins has no height, which means it doesn't exist, right? So that means if the object comes here, that means it's visible. And if it goes outside of that, of this margin right here, it goes away. The interesting part here is that each section is 0% visible 2 times. Yeah, when it's outside. First, when its top part intersects, and second, when its bottom intersects. Oh. So the differentiation relies on the is intersecting. When the top intersects, it's set to true. When its bottom intersects, it's set to false. So this is where the JS comes in. So for each entry, we're gonna get the target. Okay, I like this part. This is where we're gonna need to get the ID of the target. There you go. I'll just use that. And I'll save that and I'll go back here in the console. But it's not yet implemented to the component. How did I implement that to the component? Let's go back here. Hold on. Spy item. Huh? How does this make sense? So you have a variable articles that you're not even using. This is not it's not a function. Hold on. Huh? Ah, I don't have the observer. That's why. Lena, how are you doing? Is it lunchtime? Yeah, it's been a while indeed. I'm gonna see you soon. See you guys soon. We're gonna work out later, by the way. Hope you guys can join. Unmounted spy item, which is this thing right here. That's good. That's good. I haven't eaten yet, by the way. Sheesh. I'm gonna cook. But yeah. That's good. Kind of miss you guys. It has been a while. I've been doing a lot of work lately, yeah. Hope you're doing well there. Let's copy this. So we forgot that. Ah, it's because it's the setup. I don't have the setup. Or do I? I must have. I must have right here. But it's weird. Spy item. Okay. No, I don't need this. It's basically just a function. Just need to follow this. If I finish my work this afternoon, I'll go. Cross fingers. But yeah, just take your time and just, I don't know what to say. Because I can't imagine your life there. But I hope you're doing fine. I'm so not used with this kind of view. Because before we do it like this, define component. Like that. Right? And then we have a name, we have a setup. It's not supposed to be like this. This is so messed up. I don't want to touch it. It's working already, so I'm not gonna touch it. We went last Monday, but we didn't find it there. Yeah, because Berlin was sick. So we had to just pass and skip. We wanted to go yesterday, but I had a lot of work. That's another thing. Unmounted observer entries. Observe. DOM ref value. It's null, so there's nothing. But here, we set it up as null, but right here. Forgot about this. So we must have the hero section, and here we need to put it here. I think here. You know what? I'll just put it all the way here. So now we should have a console log. There we go. Finally. You know what? I'll just use entry. Reload that page. So we have one here. Okay. Bon courage. That's how you say it. Bon courage, madame. Good luck at work. See you later. À tout. Okay, let's continue with this thing. If I scroll down, it's gone. And then it shows up. It's gone, and then it shows up. Thanks for subscribing, Raja. I need this because I want it to be in the middle. But that's not what I want. I want to get the difference between them. You know what? Let's do your magic, Copilot. I want to implement an intersection observer where the entries are monitored per scroll, and then the opacity of the entry target increases as it moves to the center, and if it goes farther from the center, the opacity decreases. Can't believe this. Okay. So it's just there's an entry intersection ratio. Let's try. It doesn't work. I knew it. I knew it's not gonna work because Copilot suck. Let's ask ChatGPT. Here's my full code. I want to implement an intersection observer where the entries are observed per scroll. Observed per scroll. And when it gets closer to the center of the screen, the opacity of the entry target gets to 1. But when it goes farther from the center of the screen, the opacity of the entry target decreases. Does that make sense? So we need a threshold. I was thinking about that. Okay, let's get the threshold. Right here. And then we need the intersection ratio. Right here. And then we set the opacity. Huh? 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 Okay, we need to pass it to the component like this. That's not what I wanted though. I want it to be adjusting for all of this. For example, see, it doesn't even work. It's 0. But maybe we can start from here. You know what? I feel like intersection observer, it's not the best here. Because we want to observe each scroll, and it's not gonna get triggered unless it reaches a threshold, or if it's within a threshold. Right? It's not gonna work. So how did they do it? How did they do it? I think they're monitoring the window. Kind of like what I did here. This one right here. But this thing, the problem with this one is it's not supported for all browser. So that's why I need to get rid of this too. And I can't implement that like this. Okay, so I guess we're gonna find a way. Yeah, like this. Basically kind of like this. Right. So we want to get the title and add event listener to each of them. So what if I add another one here, for example? Just two of them. I think I'll just do it here. I'll take you here. I don't need you anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'll take you, paste you here, and then I'll add event listener to all of them. So where's that thing? This one. I'll add an ID. of title and see it in action. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So when it gets there, it should be in the middle though. So there's something I need to edit here. Console.log Windows scroll Y. I need you. Okay. So when it's 0, which I'm on the top, so 100 divided by 0 is obviously 100. Right? Is my math right? It's infinity. Times 0.3. Huh? Where's the freaking multiplication? Brother. Still infinity. Which defaults to 1, obviously. That's right. And if I scroll, no, this is wrong. It goes like this first. Obviously. There we go. It's 0. And when it goes here, it's 90. And as it goes further, 270. I need to do calculations here. That there must be a threshold, like the distance here. This must be 0 here. So let's say the height of this is 600. So it goes 1 here. $200. Yep. No, the problem is it doesn't work like I want it to be. Why do I have you? I don't need you. Hmm. Hold on. I think no, because it jumps. So I need to have a smaller amount here. I think that works. Yeah, I think that works that way. What about that sparkle thing? I need to put you here so it covers everything. See? Okay, I think that's better. What if I divide it by 10? 40 and 80. I forgot about this one. Okay, let's fix that. No, it's the title. It's supposed to be 2.125. supposed to be 125. There we go. But it's not bold. Like that. And you, body, should have body text. That's because you are here, dumbass. I need to get rid of you. Hold on. To bring it back. Or no, actually no. Just need to go back here. Copy this. Put you here. And now I can adjust you here. Hero section body text. Why are you not updating? Ah, it's because the thing is still there. There we go. Perfect. Now we just need to adjust this too. Supposed to be the eye. There we go. And I need to give it a top of 20 pixels. Where is it now? It's all the way up there. Yep. Okay. And then should be negative 50, like that. 30. Okay. .25. Ah, dumbass, that's why. There we go. That's better.
Most of the UIs are just text and buttons, with some icons to help users take necessary actions. So mastering typography is that 20% of the design that gives you the 80% of the results. Let's start by removing all the font styles from this very popular UI. On the left sidebar, we broke the selected tab. That's definitely bad for user experience. We have no idea where we are right now. Same thing for the buttons on top. Now, coming to the feed itself. There is no hierarchy and point of focus, so it's tough to tell what we are looking at. It's just a bunch of text. Looking at the original shows the impact of typography in UI design. Let's try to build it from scratch. The most obvious thing is to make the title bigger and a bit bolder than the rest of the elements. Did you notice the gap here? It's not gap, margin, or padding. It's the line height doing its thing, but more on that later. For now, we have a UI that is almost there, but we can make it better. Right now, this whole thing looks like one single block of information, like we are telling the user, hey, you better read this as well. But we know that the title is connected to the thumbnail, and users should look at these two together before moving on to the other elements. In short, we don't just want the title to stand out. We also need it to stand on its own, separate from this group. To do that, we need to understand how the human brain recognizes shapes and patterns. What do you see here? How can we separate them into two groups? We could space them out like this, but people might still get confused between one group of 6 circles or 2 groups of 3 circles. So let's try size. This is also confusing. Some might see this as 3 groups instead of the 2 we intended. Let's try color. It's still not clear enough if it's 3 or 2 groups, but if we just move the second group a bit down, it becomes very clear that it's 2 groups instead of 3. You can validate this by showing it to your friends or colleagues. Now, let's retrace our steps before we go back to fonts. You are going to need size, color, and spacing to group or separate elements. Technically, spacing falls under the law of proximity, but it's used for the same purpose, to group or separate elements. Speaking of laws, you can also use shape to group elements, but it doesn't help us in this case. However, we do have font weight. More on that later. For now, let's get back to the UI we were designing earlier. From what we just observed, we already have these 3 properties to emphasize and separate the title from this group. All we need is color. But which color? White on black is already at the max contrast possible. So, to emphasize this, we need to de-emphasize that. The easiest way to do that is by tweaking the lightness value and seeing what works best. In our case, 60% lightness is the sweet spot for keeping the text readable and still emphasizing the title. This is a pretty brilliant technique in UI design.
I think this is wrong. I think I should just get rid of the front end engineer. I think it's too much. Now we can just focus on making this 40. And making this 50. Right? Maybe 30. But this thing doesn't work. What's going on with the body? Huh? Oh yeah. There must be another body somewhere. Hero. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. There you go. Should be somewhere here. The higher, the faster. That's what you mean. What if 1? Slower. So 75, but this thing goes 50. And this one back to 100. Okay, it's because of the height of the entire window. That makes more sense. Okay. We have ChatGPT to the rescue. Not sure if this is gonna help. Kinda does. Okay, so what did it do? Yeah, I knew it. We need to get the inner height of the screen. And then we get the distance. Yeah, the distance between the viewport. We get the width and the height of the title and the body. Oh no, just the top. The distance of the top from the viewport center. I added transition effect. Oh, you did. I didn't see that. We don't need this. Don't need this. Now I want to see the value of it. These two. So when it's in the center, yeah. And when it goes farther, it's 0. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks ChatGPT for that. I've been having problems with that. Just for that single component. Jeez. I'm trying so hard to think. I can't think because I'm hungry. I think I'm just gonna end it here. I'm gonna stream again later. But I'm gonna play later. I think I get it right now. I'll just finish the I think it was good. Maybe I should also include the action buttons. What do you mean? I'm using it here. Oh. No. Opacity. Dumbass. And then here, action buttons, tell opacity. There we go. Oh, cannot access action buttons before initialization. What is going on? Ah. Yeah. Here are section buttons. Advent listener. Action buttons. Sheesh. Constant buttons rect is equal to action buttons. There we go. Better. That's much better. Yes! That's much cleaner. What if I do like glow effect right here for this button? Like shadow, right? I need CSS bug shadow generator. Zero. Blur. And then opacity. Now, how can we change the color? That's too much. just need RGBA for that. Hex to RGBA. 255.1280. 255.1200. 0. Kind of see it over there. Let's change it to below. Hello, below 185 255. 0. No. 0. 185. Why am I in? What the hell happened to my cursor? VS Code cursor changed. This is bad. Where was I? nice. I think it's fine. And then here, we'll just do variant flat. Buttons. Yep, should be good. Primary density default variant flat. And we just need to get rid of border none. Because I can see a border right there. What is that? Outline. It's not this one. Display, grid, justify content, letter, max width, outline, none. Transition, border color, border width, font weight. There's no border, but I see some dark outlines here. You know what? Never mind. Not a big deal. It's good. It's good. Oh, God. Later on, I'm gonna add like a wave effect here. Like, it's static here, but when it's in the middle, it waves. I'll do it later. Now let's start working on the stacks. Jesus, I worked on this for 3 hours just for this component. Yeah, damn. But hey, at least we managed to fix it. We're pushing. Ugh. Okay. We are good. From this to this. Maybe I should make this bolder. Right. Title, font weight, bold. Yeah, I think it makes sense more that way. What about in mobile? Why is it still that way? I thought I already fixed this. I thought I already fixed this. Oh. It's bugging. Okay, I think it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna stop streaming. I'm done. I'll come back.